What is up, you guys? Welcome. If you're wondering about the photo, I figured that I could add some things on there. Sammy's of age, but still, and plus I thought it looked cute. But so the FBI cleared Jagger Westfall, and I'm going to show you how I know for sure that that is true. The Sun originally put that out, right? Well, Plunder, I will be putting her link in the bio of this when we're finished. I think I may have actually already put it in there, but just in case, I'm going to double check. Anyhow, Plunder done an excellent job. She reached out with law enforcement, the FBI, to get the answers that we need, and we're going to be going over those. So, welcome everyone. Please make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. Make sure you're subscribed to both channels. And I want to thank J Daigle for everything. I understand what you said here, and I just hope you know how much we appreciate you and everyone else that is part of the community and shows so much support. All right, so let's get into this real quick. This won't be a really long live. I just want to share the information that we now have. I told you guys that I would only be doing this when there was something new to talk about, and well, now there is. A few of the things, I've known about for a little bit, and I just wanted to give it time because I knew that, I just wanted to wait and put it all together. I wanted to be respectful as possible. So I want to share my screen with y'all. Go over here to my little handy dandy. All right, hold on. Where shall we start? Major secret. Okay. I'm going to start with boyfriend or secret. All right, here we are. The Sun put this article out. I'm sure most of you are aware. And I'm going to read it to you. I'm innocent. Kiely Rodni boyfriend has provided alibi to cops, but is still receiving death threats over unfounded murder theories. Kiely Rodni, on and off boyfriend, has provided an alibi to cops, but is still receiving vicious death threats amid wild and substantiated murder conspiracies online, the U.S. Sun can exclusively reveal. The 16-year-old disappeared after an end-of-school party in Truckee, California, and was found almost 2 weeks later in her submerged car in the Prosser Reservoir. We know she was found under 14 feet of water, 55 feet from the shore by AWP. And she was located in the hatch. It did appear that she was only wearing one shoe. And it did also appear that it was likely that the straps in the back, like all those options for that vehicle, that they were being used, which is absolutely terrifying and terrible. And I just hope that we get justice for Kiely. Jagger Westfall appeared on Fox News as he helped search for Kiely some weeks ago. Here's beautiful Kiely. Beautiful, beautiful girl. The teen went missing after a wild end-of-school party near Truckee Family Campground. Web sleuths have circulated rumors of foul play for weeks since her death and have been speculating her boyfriend Jagger Westfall could have been involved. I also have another thing. Did you guys know that Jagger has been living with Kiely's parents since this happened, apparently? And I kind of feel weird about the way they've acted about certain things, but I'm not going to speculate on that. So, Nevada County sheriffs told the U.S. Sun on Tuesday, early in the investigation, our detectives made contact with Jagger Westfall. After a detailed interview, he was ruled out as a person of interest. The accusations began after the volunteer dive group Adventures with Purpose, who found Kiely's car using sonar technology, spoke to an unnamed witness. We know that was Nick, the tow truck driver. The man claimed in a YouTube video to have helped Kiely with her vehicle and described her being with a teen who fitted Jagger's description after he appeared on the local news. He alleged he couldn't remember what day he helped the couple, but claimed it may have been the morning after she was last seen alive at the party near Truckee, California, near the campground. The witness did not disclose what company he provided roadside assistance for, and his claims have never been verified, with no CCTV or other witnesses coming forward that we know of. The U.S. Sun can now confirm Jagger, 18, has voluntarily spoken with law enforcement and provided proof of his movements during the time Kiely disappeared. A source exclusively said Jagger was in Napa Valley until 8 a.m. on that Saturday. He didn't go back to Truckee until noon and then joined the search to look for Kiely. I want to make a note too. Nowadays, these kids, like if something were to be planned, they're not going to take their phone with them. So his alibi is based off of his phone and I believe his father possibly. He was misquoted in an article saying that he was at the party with Kiely. He was never there. He now doesn't want to talk publicly. I shared that article with you guys after I found it. It was the first time I'd seen it, and I was really shocked and taken back because it was the first time I heard that he was actually at the party. He has proof of him not being in the area and has spoken with police and the FBI and given them the information. Jagger has time and location stamps the night of the party and into the next day. The police are not interested in him. He is not part of the investigation. Again, if someone is planning to hurt someone or planning a murder, they're most likely nowadays not going to be taking their phone and maybe have a friend do something. I'm not saying he did this. But it's likely, like if that's his alibi, if that's the only thing he's got, then that doesn't prove anything to me, in concrete. However, that don't mean that people should go and harass him or threaten him in any way. Absolutely not. I do not agree with that type of behavior. And I would ask that anyone who has done that, please stop and apologize. Let's see. The Insider added that Jagger doesn't understand the hate and has to limit comments on social media as he continues to face unrelenting abuse from trolls linking him to Kiely's death. It's a lot for him to deal with as a young teen. Everyone close to him knows he wasn't involved and he's trying to laugh it off, but it's tough as he's also grieving, they say. It gets direct messages, comments and tags, texts and calls and emails all the time accusing, death threats, people telling him to kill himself and everything you can think of. Guys, that's just absolutely horrendous. No one deserves that, and I hope that it stops. That's the online bullying we're talking about. Same things Anime was going through and still going through. A lot of us have been going through the hate from, Creek Squad. And I'm sure that's a lot of the hate he's been getting. And I hate to hear that. I really do, especially if he's innocent. And here it does seem that he is. But like I said, I'm waiting till November 1st to hear more. And I'll tell you why in a moment. Countless YouTubers have speculated about her death, and even the Dive group used the title How We Found Kiely Rodni Murder or Accident, as they also waded into the rumors. Emotional tribute. There are also dozens of tweets and social media messages insinuating Jagger may have been involved and claiming he is lying about being away the night that she went missing. The U.S. Sun has reached out to the Nevada County Sheriff's Office for comment. As the Placer County is no longer dealing with the investigation, Jagger decided to post to Kiely and posted a tribute on his Instagram stories after the teen's body was found. Kiely, I took this video without telling you. I knew that I needed to save the moment of holding you close at sunset, he captioned the emotional video with, which I find kind of strange. How did he know that he needed to do that? You know what I'm saying? I'm going to live the way that you want me to live from here on out. How was he living before? The morning boyfriend went on. Maybe he's just young and these are just statements and he isn't actually thinking about what he's saying. Maybe he's just trying to sound, I don't know, super caring. I don't know. Maybe he's trying to add to it. I'm going to be a better person. I'm going to take care of your friends. I'm going to take care of your family and I'm going to help anyone who needs it. I just find some of these things he said strange, but he is young. Jagger also shared a harrowing message scrawled on his arm, which read, "Stay alive for me." The young teen's cause of death has not yet been confirmed. A toxicology report will also be carried out, results from which may take several weeks to return. We did find out that they were not accurate in the reporting about them coming out and talking in several weeks. They have said that they will not be doing it. November 1st is our date. Asked about the autopsy report, law enforcement provided a statement that read, the Nevada County Sheriff's Office does have possession of records responsive to your request. Wait for answers. Once the investigation is complete, the release will be pursuant to all privileges and or exemptions that may apply. We expect the investigation review and redaction process to be completed by November 1st, 2022. They added that if the records are still not available in 2 months, they will further advise the media of a new date that they may be released. When pressed further on the time frame, a spokesman said the toxicology report, which has not come back yet, will be included with the entirety of what we will release when the investigation is complete and the records are ready for release. They added death investigations have varying investigative time components depending on the circumstances surrounding the investigation. It's not uncommon to final coroner reports take 2 to 3 months to be ready for public release. Kiely's devastated family members released a statement shortly after her remains were identified and have never commented on the rumors Jagger was involved. While we accept the sadness cast under death's shadow, the rising sun shines light upon us, reminding us not to mourn our loss, but to celebrate Kiely's spirit and the gift that we have all received in knowing her. Okay, so from this, I want to show you guys something else. I want to show you that it was verified by Plunder with the FBI, I believe FBI, that Jagger is no longer considered a suspect, that he has been cleared. However, Sami Smith has not, and it was asked several times, and they would not say that she was cleared. Cops don't clear Sami as soon as they're cleared. Westfall. See here. FBI replies to Kiely Rodni case. Here we go. Let me turn the music off real quick. I thank all of you for being here. I really do. This is something I really care about. I want to make sure that I cover this in the most respectful and deepest way as possible. So you can't post comments to some destinations. All right. So we've got, what is it, like 11 people watching. I'm doing this early in the day. It's pretty strange for me. I bet people are like, what? So let's see. I already had this pulled up. I'm going to go to the one I already have because my timestamp's probably there. Here we go. Let's hear what Plunder has to say. And also, if you've never watched Plunder's channel, she's a really good creator. She tries to cover everything really respectfully and factually.
Did give me the exact same reply that I got when I requested information in the case of Brian Laundrie and Gabby Petito.
And I do want to tell you guys, that means that there is something, they know something about whoever's involved, and they're gathering their stuff. They're getting their case ready to make arrests, most likely after November 1st. That's in my experienced, educated opinion. And considering what we now know, that they have refused to clear Sami, and they have cleared Jagger, but we are not going to know for sure until November 1st and maybe after that.
After I thought the case was closed. First off, here's the exact response I got from the
Welcome,
FBI
Vicky.
in Kiely's case. I will just read what stands out and put the entire thing on the screen if you want to screenshot it and read it all yourself. The FBI has completed its search for records subject to the FOIPA that are responsive to your request. That's what the FBI told me. The material you requested is located in an investigative file which is exempt from disclosure pursuant to that long code. In essence, the FBI says that records or info compiled for law enforcement purposes, but only to the extent that the production of such law enforcement records or info could reasonably be expected to interfere with enforcement proceedings. So, therefore, the FBI summarized, the records responsive to your request are law enforcement records. There is a pending or prospective law enforcement proceeding relevant to these responsive records, and release of the info could reasonably be expected to interfere with enforcement proceedings. Therefore, your request is being administratively closed. So they are closing my request, not the case.
They're closing her request because they cannot send her what she's asked for right now, because it would mess up the investigation. It would put the integrity of the case at risk, just as I've said Ryan at Church has done many times.
Just yet. So when they say perspective, they're saying, look, there are pending, either there's something pending, law enforcement proceedings going on here, or prospective, future law enforcement proceedings going on here, relevant to the case. So what does the FBI mean? Well, I received this exact same reply from the FBI about the Brian Laundrie case on February 2nd, 2022. actual notebook, according to the Sun. The Sun he gave the Sun a little
Okay.
bit of.
All right, now on to the next one. Here we are. This is where they don't clear Sami.
And cleared as a person of interest. His reply to me as of Sunday, September 25th, crickets.
Let me go back and show you that again. Because she did contact them to ensure that Jagger was ruled out and ask about Sami.
An update next week. So that would have been this past week. Therefore, on September 22nd, 2022, I replied to Mr. Trigg, "Thank you for your email, Mr. Trigg. Has Samantha Smith also been cleared as a person of interest?"
She's asked several times with no response.
Sunday, September 25th, crickets. Reportedly, like I had suggested on Twitter, any further updates should come from the official Nevada County Sheriff's Office social media accounts to clear up confusion and to save cops time from replying to all these one-off emails and DMs. Because
so there we have it. Plunder did verify that Jagger has been ruled out as a possible suspect. Now, let's see what I wanted to share with you next. All right, we're going to go into this. I don't know. I've been hearing people say that they'd heard rumors about this. Well, those rumors started here, and it's actually factual. The U.S. Sun put out this article on September the 25th, 2022, and it says, "Final farewell. Kiely Rodni has been secretly cremated as cause of death remains a mystery and amid murder conspiracy theories." I don't understand, if they, I understand that it would be really hard to imagine your child being murdered, but if they were murdered, you would definitely want justice for your child, I would want to believe. And I'm not going to speculate any further, but I just feel weird about this, and I want to put that out there without really saying a lot because I want to be respectful. All right. Kiely Rodni has already been cremated as the family said a private goodbye to the tragic teen before her memorial this month. A source has exclusively told the U.S. Sun. The 16-year-old was found in her submerged car in the Prosser Reservoir almost 2 weeks after disappearing last month, and her cause of death has not yet been released. So beautiful. There's her mom and her grandpa. And now a source close to the family has told the U.S. Sun there will be no funeral. She was cremated, hence why we had that memorial. They added that despite conspiracy theories, Kiely Rodni was murdered. They added that despite conspiracy theories, Kiely Rodni was murdered. They feel her death was an accident, which is weird, considering. I think maybe they needed to talk with AWP, but then again, maybe they didn't. Maybe they need this time before they find out whatever. After she was last seen intoxicated at the end of school party near a family campground in Truckee, California. "My heart physically hurts every second of every day," the source said, adding that her family is desperate to get closure. They described Kiely as a bright young girl. The thing about closure, though, you don't get to pick the easy thing for it to be, Does that make sense? I understand them wanting it to be less morbid and less awful. But the evidence that we have just does not point to an accident. I've not found anyone that could prove to me that it was an accident. However, I could, with things that I know to be true, say that most likely it wasn't. But that's just my opinion. That's from my experience and what I've seen. In response to requests for comments from the U.S. Sun, a rep for Kiely's family wrote, "Family feels that they have already shared so much that they would like to keep some decisions private," which I totally respect and understand. That's just like with Anime. I felt that she should have a right to her privacy. Thus, they are respectfully choosing not to comment. Thank you for your understanding. Nevada County Sheriff's Office and Nevada County Coroner, which is the same person, by the way, Shannon Moon, have also been reached for comment. The teen's loved ones held a celebration of life for the dearly missed teen on September the 10th. but the media were asked to keep a distance for the sake of the teens in attendance. Let's see, prayer flags were hung throughout the Truckee Park on Saturday for the ceremony. We are so grateful to have the opportunity to join together today with our friends, family, and community in Kiely's name. Though we gather together, grief and healing is such a personal and individual thing. Today we will honor Kiely in honoring each other and holding each other up as we grieve in our own way. We'll laugh, dance, share songs and poetry, and maybe we'll cry in the corner or at the podium. It's okay. We'll remember and create new memories as we all learn how to move forward in the world where we miss her. This is so strange. We are so blessed to be able to miss her together and to walk together into tomorrow. The way that she has brought everyone together, even in death, is a legacy that I will cherish forever. I'm hearing stories about people wanting to be nicer to each other in her memory. Kiely's legacy. Kiely's dear friend recently told her mom that before all of this happened, she thought the word community had no real meaning, that it didn't really exist. But after Kiely went missing, the way our community showed up in full force showed her that it, in fact, is so very real and so, so powerful. That kind of impact on our teens give me hope. Let's see, murder theories. Lindsay said, unfortunately, the social media frenzy has become such a monster that our teens are suffering, and we want to create a safe space for them to heal together without fear of something being taken out of context from anyone who gains pleasure or satisfaction from commenting online. I ask that you take a moment to look inward and try to recognize your motive. Remember the three gates that all words should flow through. Is it kind? Is it true? Is it helpful? And I do feel that everything I've said is all of those things. She concluded, I implore you to remember that there is honor in silence and there is kindness in minding your own business. Some of these things are strange to me. You are talking about the death of my child, our community's child. It's time to let our child mourn their friend quietly and peacefully. Law enforcement spent days searching for Kiely to find a single clue until volunteer dives. Just all of this is just really strange. I'm not going to speculate. We'll see on November 1st how that goes. All right. Now, this channel, this person, it's called like Lost Souls TC or something like that. Hold on one moment, it'll show. I may already have this pulled up, actually. So Kiely Rodni. Yeah, okay. I don't need to pull that up again. Let's just view it here. I've already got it ready for, I guess I've got it ready. Let's go back a little bit because I know they show up close stuff. Oh, of course, they got to give us an ad. Play it.
Getting an LLC for your business doesn't have to look like this. Just Google LLC Taylor Brand. It's totally easy. You pick a state, you fill out your information.
Thanks. I'm glad you guys are enjoying what I'm introducing. It's sad stuff, but thank you. Cooking dinner, so I'll be listening. All right, Juliana, thank you. Hello, beautiful Brittany and all in chat. Hey, Aries Dragon, thank you for being here. Okay, so I do want to send a huge thank you to this channel. I believe this is the original channel that purchased the death certificate, Lost Souls TC in chat. So here it is up close. I'm just going to pause it, though, and speak with you about what is here. I'm going to be showing you everything out of respect for this creator because that's what they've asked.
Okay, good. Y'all can see it. If I need to scroll.
All right, so here we have it. Kiely Mae Rodni, 16 years old. 8/21/22 is the date they've listed as the day she died, you guys. That's crazy. Let's see here. I think the rest of the information I want to share with you would be on down. So let's move on over some. I'm going to show you the embalmed stamp at the bottom to show you that this is legit. I'm also going to show you the receipt they have from where they purchased this, the death certificate of Kiely Mae Rodni. So here we have the embossed stamp to show that it is legit. Right here, pending investigation. And then on up, let me see here. I want to show you something else. Hopefully it'll show. Oh, it seems to be marked out here. But anyways, when it says like the results of it, it says, oh, here it is, pending. It's pending their investigation. And that tells you a lot, you guys. I looked at a lot of these. That's really along with what Plunder got from the FBI when she reached out, this right here tells us that there's more to the story, that something terrible happened with Kiely. So see, County of Nevada. So this is legit. It shows there that it's pending investigation. And it shows that the date of death that they're given is the day she was found by AWP. And they could definitely narrow that down to figure out, a better time for when she passed away. That they can do those things, Okay, the receipt should be through here somewhere close. Right here's her receipt. So you see here, Nevada County Clerk Recorder, transaction number 440712, receipt number 276,363. Death informational copy, Kiely Mae Rodni, event date 8/6/2022. And then again, remember, they've listed the 21st as the date of her death. And then the date and time that this was requested would have been September 15th, 2022 at 1:42 a.m. And it cost them a whopping total of $54. So again, if you haven't seen that, and I want to thank this channel for what they done, Lost Souls, TC, and Chat. I'd never saw their channel before till now. I don't believe anyway. And let me see if there was anything else I was going to bring to you today. I do have a couple other things that I maybe want to wait on those. Let's see. Cops don't clear her. Covered individuals with purpose. Yeah, so the rest of it's for this evening's live stream, which will be about Ryan Upchurch and online bullying. It'll be about a new person that has come out to cause trouble and be rude and mean. Do you agree and accept that Kiely was intoxicated alcohol found in a car? Witness should state she was. Currently, I'm not in agreement until we find out if there was alcohol in her body. I feel that the people who made those statements are not reliable. I feel that they would be made out in court to look like people that tell lies. And so the only way that I will be for sure that she for sure had this in her body, and was it in there willingly? That's another question, because of the cup comment, switching the drinks. That makes me wonder, was there something put in there? Was that Venmo, the Percocet Venmo, was that them pre-planning? I don't know. That's absolute speculation, which I'm trying not to do, but I wanted to answer your question. So I'm really not sure. I do believe that it's possible she did. She was at a party, right? But looking at the evidence from the vehicle, Kiely's body, the clothing that was on her body, and the way her body was restricted, those things tell me that this is more than an accident. So I thank you guys. Would anyone like to add anything or ask any questions about anything? Let's see. Seen a lot of cases. Seems as a pre-cover. This case has so many roads, you guys. So many roads. My father disappeared on August the 1st. Found in September 9th. This date on certificate. So they put the date that he was found on his certificate. Now, see, normally with a death investigation, especially like with murder, they will narrow down the date that they believe based on the body's decomposition and those things, you know. Am I robotic? Because my little circle's being weird. Let me go out and come right back in, you guys. is going on with StreamYard. It's insane. Yeah, I'm here. Oh no, a lot of you left. Oops, I'm very sorry about that. If you guys would like to look at some of Sami's stuff so we can discuss that, we can. I am highly suspicious of her, and I want to tell you why. She was there that night. She made herself seem closer to Kiely, who is the victim. She has not been ruled out. There's a reason I feel that she's not been ruled out, and I feel like it's the reasons that I feel are really making her look bad. I wonder if the cops did not get a warrant to, watch her phone activity, and I'm sure they did. I'm sure they did that with all of them. And then the AWP video came out and stirred things up, and I believe that was done so that, see, AWP can do that, but law enforcement cannot. And if they stir things up and get people talking and making mistakes and scared, get their adrenaline pumping, they're going to make mistakes and talk to one another possibly on those phones. And without them even being aware of it, law enforcement will know what's up. You know what I'm saying? The drinks, the cup thing, that was strange. But just throughout what I've learned when I went to school and then everything else, when there is a murder or accident or anything like this, someone's gone missing and then they're found, and then these people have had agendas and narratives like trying to make people think that she was kidnapped or trafficked. That was the first thing that her mind went to, which is, I get it. It's out in California and that does happen. But it just seemed like they were pushing everyone as far away from Prosser as possible. And I wonder, I'm one of the people that believe that the car was placed in Prosser possibly later. I could be very wrong. But the fact that her body had no clothing but just one shoe, and those straps were most likely restricting her. And, we've gotten some of this information from the different members of AWP. They've said the things that they could say, but I want to tell you, these men have never come out and made like a stance as far as if they think somebody's been murdered or whatever. They've never done that. And considering the Placer County Sheriff's status and how they have done before, and the way that people that surround Kiely had been behaving towards AWP, I feel that they done it to make sure that this had to be investigated and justice properly served. That's how I feel about it. She's placing herself with Sami places herself with Kiely the whole night. However, we've heard from other people that they were not together all night. We've also heard that they were only friends for a little bit and only mostly for the planning of this party. Mags was friends with Sami and then friends with Kiely, and that is how the connection became to be. And then you got Mags, who left 10 minutes after she got there. The comment that Sami made to Tony Dodge about there being two people in the back seat with them. All I could do on that is speculate at this point, since Tony did not get a definitive answer from her on who those people were. I do wish to God that he could have, or that maybe we're a respectful group. Our community here, no matter what we're discussing, is very, very respectful. And I would be glad to have Sami on and let her maybe give her side of the story if she's innocent, But I also understand remaining silent after the mob that come after her and all the accusations that have been made, and, her being young and stuff. Luckily, her parents can guide her if she's innocent. But I don't know, and I don't feel that way. That's not my personal opinion. But that's not what we're here to talk about. I highly doubt AWP would do anything to break integrity. Right. Now, I do have to say, Jared's a little different. I have weird feelings towards him. I respect him more now than I ever did before. But I always got a weird vibe from him. However, Doug, I don't think that Doug would ever lie. I really don't. And Nick, the new guy, just from his reactions and stuff, you can tell that it was something very morbid and awful in the back of that car that he saw that was done with Kiely. And I know that family doesn't want to have to face this. I'm so sorry this has happened. I wish to God I could change it. I wish to God I could just make her come back to life, I know we all do. But this has happened, and I want to see justice for that baby. And I know in the long run, they will too, unless there's something weird, causing them to feel that way. And I truly hope not. I truly, truly hope not. Kiely may have lost one shoe in her struggle to find error, but But the thing of it is, she was only wearing one shoe. You see what I'm saying? And like, the reason I say that, Jared actually validated that for me. But if you go back and watch the stream where we watched the Finding Kiely Rodni video, I stopped it because I could tell that her body was bare. At least her torso had nothing on it. And it was very noticeable. And it did appear that those belts were wrapped around her in a way. I have OCD, and then like being in that field and being educated about these things, I know what to look for. I guess we all do, really, it's just kind of common sense, but I pay close attention. Yes, I said this day one. Right. Well, I thank you all so much for being here. This case is truly important to me. No, I don't want to do hours and hours and hours and hours and hours just going over the same stuff and being a nasty person. I'm embarrassed of the true crime community right now, to be honest with you. I don't even know if I consider myself that anymore. I do want to cover true crime cases, and I will continue to, as well as other things that are important. Like, for example, if the Johnny Depp trial was going on right now, we'd be covering it because I felt that it was really important. And it is, and it's going to change a lot of the future, Thanks for running these very informative live streams. You're welcome. I hope that everyone can, feel that way. I try to be as respectful and factual as humanly possible. And if it's something that I know goes with something else and maybe people have not saw, I like to put it together here on my channel. I don't have to worry about it, like the monetization factor. Like, I can use music because it's not a problem. I am working with YouTube to get my AdSense issues resolved. It's a whole mess. Oh, my heavens. But I thank you all for being here for this live stream. I do want to make sure that we do find justice for Kiely, regardless to what, that means. We will be finding out, though, not too long from now. It's October. We're moving along in the month. October 1st, I believe. Is that what today's date is? Let me make sure. Look at me. Come on, phone. It's not even going to tell me. But I do believe today's October 1st. And my daughter's birthday is the 6th. Her and Aiden, her twin brother that passed away from necrotizing ankylosing when he was 9 days old. They were born at 8. Let's see here. How did it go? 8:17 a.m. and 8:18 a.m. And then Aiden passed away on October 14th at 8. Well, it was 8:18 and 8:19 a.m. And then Aiden passed away. It was so strange at 8:28 p.m. But I'm having Sadie's birthday party, and she's so excited. She actually went to spend time with one of her little buddies whose birthday is the same day as hers. Let's see here. Go to screen recording. I wrote down some notes, and I just want to make sure there's nothing I missed. Everything I myself have found, along with information gained from friends, police, and conditions when found, red flags for Sami, and even all the anger from Kiely being found, AWP statements, their findings, coupled with experience and education, I believe an arrest will be made. Their case is still open, and they are gathering everything they can before arrests are made on or around November 1st. In my opinion, the same response was given to the son in the Gabby Petito case. And we know what was going on there. Let's see here. Jagger, gather thoughts of community. On death certificate, the date. Okay, yeah, we covered everything that I wanted to cover today. All right, does anyone have any questions, or would you like to come up on panel and speak? If you would, I would be glad for you to come up. If not, I love you guys, and I'll see you this evening. We're going to continue our Online Bullying Hurts in Real Life campaign. We're going to continue showing support to Zanime, to myself, to Ikadmail, to even Tony Dodge, to Johnny Cashville, to Ronnie Jones. The list just continues. And I know that Ryan is trying to right now make everybody forget what he's done. But this is not something that you can just forget and, continue your little music thing and then do this all over again. It just can't happen that way. It's not right, and it needs to end. And for the youth, our children, we've got to do something to hold people accountable online. Otherwise, imagine their futures, because our lives are more and more becoming an online thing. Like everything is virtual nowadays. You can order your groceries, you can have your food sent, you can buy online properties, people. It's all crazy. And yeah, justice for all. Is there a YouTube channel that's called Justice for All? Because I come up with that for like the victims of Ryan. That was my way of I was doing the justice for Kiely, and I thought, well, justice for all. I'm gonna look up through your comments. Maybe somebody might have left something that I didn't see while I was talking. Nope, we're good. All right, you guys. I will see you this evening on or around 6:00 p.m. I have a busy life, and it's really hard at times to get these on time. But I do make sure I've got all the things that we need for them and that they're organized. So I love you guys. Hashtag justice for Kiely. Hashtag justice for all. Hashtag online bullying hurts in real life. Make sure you subscribe to Mysteriously Breeding and Mysterious Case Files. Those links are located down below in the bio. If you'd like to help support the channel or help support myself, Mysteriously Brittany, you could do so. My Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, or even Facebook Pay. I appreciate all of you. If you'd like to send me something or contact me, all of my social media tags and stuff are listed below. And I just want to thank each of you for being a member of this community and for being here and showing support and for really wanting the factual evidence and not just wanting to be nasty and sit around and just act a fool and act like things are okay when they're really not. So I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Like I said, make sure you subscribe, like the video. I love you guys. Mwah! See you this evening. Toodles.